Israeli strike kills dozens sheltering in Gaza school. At least 54 Palestinians have been killed, most of them in a school building sheltering displaced families, during Israeli airstrikes in Gaza overnight. Hospital directors have told the BBC, Fahmy al-Jargawi School in Gaza City was housing hundreds of people from Beit Lahia, currently under intense Israeli military assault. At least 35 were reported to have been killed when the school was hit. Gaza's Hamas-run civil defense said multiple bodies, including those of children, were recovered. Many severely burned after fires engulfed a classroom serving as living quarters. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) said it had targeted a Hamas and Islamic Jihad command and control center there. The IDF said the area was being used by the terrorists to plan attacks against Israeli civilians and IDF troops, and accused Hamas of using the Gazan population as human shields. Video footage shared online showed large fires consuming parts of the school, with graphic images of severely burned victims, including children, and survivors suffering critical injuries. Faris Afana, Northern Gaza Ambulance Service Manager, said he arrived at the scene with crews to find 3 classrooms ablaze. There were sleeping children and women in those classrooms, he said. Some of them were screaming, but we couldn't rescue them due to the fires. I cannot describe what we saw due to how horrific it was. Local reports said the head of investigations for the Hamas police in northern Gaza, Mohammed al-Qassi, was among the dead, along with his wife and children. Separately, a strike on a house in Jabalia in northern Gaza killed 19 people, according to the director of Al-Ali Hospital, Dr. Fadel El-Naim. The Israeli military has not yet commented on what was being targeted. The twin attacks are part of a broader Israeli offensive that has escalated in the northern part of the enclave over the past week. The IDF said it hit 200 targets across Gaza in 48 hours as it continued its operations against what it called terrorist organizations. Meanwhile, a senior Hamas official told the BBC on Monday that the group had agreed to the latest ceasefire proposal offered by U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. However, Witkoff told Reuters that what he had seen was completely unacceptable and that the proposal being discussed was not the same as his. A Palestinian official familiar with the talks said the plan agreed to by Hamas includes the release of 10 Israeli hostages held by the group into phases. In exchange, there would be a 70-day truce, a gradual partial withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza, and the release of an agreed number of Palestinian prisoners, including several hundred serving long or life sentences. The BBC has approached the Israeli government for comment on the proposal. Israeli media quoted anonymous Israeli officials as saying the plan would be rejected.